Hello humans, Master Dinnerflax here. Today, as you can see here, I've got a pile of massive shit to show off to you, and it's very Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, so what we got here is, unfortunately, the most successful Sky Scourge deck of all time. Oh boy. So, let's get into it. Manju, you search monsters that aren't Necros, and it's a light fairy. I'm gonna skip over these. We got a single Agent of Creation Venus. We use this to brick our hands because we play uh these cards. Okay, I'm just gonna fuck that. Okay, let's go into what you're asking. So we got three Mystical Shine Ball, three Souls of the Forgotten, two Happy Lover, and two Meta Bat. Now, why are we playing these cards? Well, Advanced Ritual Art is a really cool card that allows you to ritual summon a monster by sending normal monsters from your deck to the graveyard for its tribute requirement instead of tributing from your hand. That's really cool. So what seems to be the problem? Well, there's the Sky Scourge monsters came out in fucking 2007, and they are a non-archetype archetype that are just shittier versions of the Chaos monsters. That instead of a light and dark, it requires three of its primary attribute. So for light BLS, three lights, and then three darks. However, it doesn't stop there. It still has even more stricter summoning conditions than that. Has to be three of light and then a type being fairy. Light fairies are the most common fairies, so that's not too hard. And three dark fiends, which isn't so hard because most fiends are dark. Well, the simple issue is light fairies and dark fiends have absolutely no synergy between each other and just happen if one works with another, it's just blind luck. And it's as simple as that. So, well, what do you do in a situation like this? Well, you have to load up your graveyard with four monsters, three of one type and attribute and one of the other. So, these ritual monsters are level 8. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. Hey, 4 monsters? That's exactly how many I need to send to the grave. Oh, wow! You can send everything you need to summon a Sky Scourge monster with Advanced Ritual Arts to summon Demise, who is a Dark Fiend, or Ruin, who is a Light Fairy. Isn't that nice? Jesus fuck. What is that garbage? Okay, but here's something that's actually kind of slightly cool. And Vincil is neither of those. He's effectively a Monarch Floodgate monster. He can't be special summoned. 2200 attack is kind of meh. However, his effect is really interesting. If you tribute a Light Fairy for his tribute summon, he's a spell canceller, including spell effects that activate in the graveyard. And a Dark Fiend, he's a Jinzo that also negates trap cards in the graveyard, which is actually kind of powerful because Jinzo lost to some forms of traps back then because you just break through them and then play normally, which was one of the issues back in 2014 against Taylor Knights and Burning Beast. And then that was really powerful. This is a pretty cool card, and you can actually just normal summon it turn one, unexpected die. Yeah. So this card is also garbage, but you play one of it just because sometimes these can die, And sometimes you need to toss some, and sometimes you need to do damage. Oh god. So we got 3 prep, pre-prep. We got 3 spaghetti rituals, 3 advanced ritual art, 3 reasons to end this video, 3 unexpected die, 2 trade in, and 2 end of the world just so you can even play this card. Oh, so we got 3 link spider, 2 Mrs. Radiant, 1 Mrs. Radiant. Fucking proxy dragon, Felgrand. That one he's not 69, so he's not as good. Number 38 and number 23. All of these you can make by using Demai, ritual summoning one of these guys, and then summoning Inrise. Nuking their field, summon Inrise for a floater, or just don't use its effect, and attack. Oh, well, let me go over how shitty this card is. And then do that, and then you can make a rank 8, like Felgrand or Hope Harbinger, and depending on the deck, maybe even Sky Prison, because you send a uh, giant, like, graveyard. Anyways, it's pretty cool. This is kind of like a Doom Caliber Knight for all cards by detaching material. M7, you make it by that. Yep, that's terrible. Fairy Cheer Girl by using 2 Manjus. Gotchi, Pure Light, which works pretty well with the deck. Never made this once. Nice deck. Huh. We got 3 Arcfiends. So, oh yeah, here's a side deck. This side deck is actually what makes this deck able to win the games it's supposed to win. We got 3 Arcfiend soldiers. Whenever you're siding, you just cut the normal 4 of the normal monsters out for bigger normal monsters. And Honesto. And then this one's got a really cool effect. He's an expert battler, diabolical, famous, job done. And that's really, really insane. And we got Underboob, probably one of the like more counters to the newer decks because they don't have any cleavage, especially under cleavage. We got 2 Honest, which makes this go from a bad card to a meh card. Pianissimo, you get to activate when you demise your opponent, and they're like, masterpiece, and then you're like, pianissimo, and then they trident you, and then you lose. Really good. Forbidden Lance, kind of the same thing. They can't strike the ritual spell, so they have to strike his effect. So before you do that, you lance him, and then he's all good. Then 2 Twin Twister. So what is this deck? It's complete garbage. But hold on. 3 Light Fairies, 1 Dark Fiend. Once per turn, you can banish 1 face-up monster on the field. You cannot attack during the turn you activate this effect. For that 100 attack more than Chaos Orker. I get it. These cards were made while those 2 were banned. But this needed to be a lot better. Like, seriously? This literally, it would have been an okay understanding if that was just gone, but holy crap. Uh, so with that out of the way, this is one of Master Dinner Flax's homebrew spicy vanilla uh, brews with non-alcoholic uh, sewage. So here we are. What is this? Unfortunately, this is the most playable version of Sky Scourge deck you will ever see, and that's saying something when a fourth of your deck is devoted to level 2 normal monsters. Yep, yepers. Um, okay, so I'm ending this. This is awful. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you take this into rated and lose every single game you play because it's really cool. But thank you all for watching, and remember, Master Dinnerflax will take your soul.